Welcome to our channel. Today we diving into the world of rare valuable. The Sacagawea dollar was in 2000. It features Sacagawea carrying her infant son Jean Baptiste on the obverse, designed by Glenna Goodacre, with a soaring eagle on the reverse designed by Thomas D. Rogers. These coins were minted from 2000 to 2001, resumed 2009 to 2011 for circulation, and continued from 2002 to 2008, and after 2012 primarily for collectors. James Buchanan Presidential $1 coin, 2010, though you refer to 185718661, that denotes Buchanan's presidency, not the coin's mint date. The Sacagawea dollar, often referred to as the golden dollar, was introduced by the United States Mint in 2000. Designed by sculptor Glenna Goodacre, it features a Shoshone woman Sacagawea carrying her infant son, Jean Baptiste, on the obverse. The reverse design of an eagle in flight, created by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., was used through 2008, making 2008 the final year for that original reverse. Sales and circulation of the Sacagawea dollar began strong due to novelty and marketing partnerships, e.g., with General Mills Cheerios and Walmart, but public usage dwindled significantly soon after, leaving many coins in vaults or largely ignored. With the Native American $1 Coin Act of 2008, Congress authorized the continuation of the obverse design, but mandated new rotating reverse designs starting in 2009, marking the beginning of the Native American dollar series. Circulation strikes. Philadelphia, P1,820,000. Denver, D1,820,000. Combined total, 3.64 million. These figures make 2008 the lowest mintage year for circulation strikes in the Sacagawea series, 2000 to 2008, dramatically lower than the inaugural year, over 1.2 billion. Philadelphia satin finish, SP 745,464, sold in mint sets, not for circulation. San Francisco proof, S-Mint 2, 169. 561 proof coins, again not for general circulation. These special strikes were available through the U.S. Mint via collector rolls, bags, or proof and uncirculated sets, typically starting sales on April 28, 2008. All 2008 Sacagawea dollars share the same specifications. Composition: copper core clad by manganese-brass, 88.5% Cu, 6% Zen, 3.5% Mn, 2% Ni, giving the coin its distinctive golden color. Diameter, 26.5 millimeters. Weight, 8.1 grams. Obverse: Sacagawea and her child, designed by Glenna Goodacre. Reverse: flying eagle with 17 stars, symbolizing the states at the time of Lewis and Clark. Edge: plain, no edge lettering for 2008. While technically circulated, most 2008 Sacagawea dollars were minted primarily for collectors. Most 2002 to 2008 Sacagawea dollars are non-circulating in the wild and GFC, rarely seen in everyday transactions. Collectors and users alike often overlook these. As one collector on Reddit explained, Sacagawea dollars from 2002 through 2008 weren't released for regular circulation. Common grades, up to MS-66 available easily. MS-67 requires effort, while MS-68 is extremely scarce, especially Denver. Example: a 2008 D in MS-68 sold for over $2,175 in 2018. Satin finishes, SP Philadelphia. Typically graded SP-66, SP-68. SP-69 examples are tough to find and command a premium. Auction records show spot prices around $260 for SP-69 grades. Proof coins, S-Mint. Proofs are the lowest mintage among all Sacagawea dollars, and the final eagle reverse, a key draw for collectors. Common grades, PR-69, are accessible. PR-70 deep cameo examples are rare and valuable. One PCS graded PR-70 DCM sold for $225, 2018. Notably, 2008 lacks famous era varieties compared to earlier years, e.g., Cheerios Dollar or Wounded Eagle. Most Sacagawea dollars from this period remain at face value, unless particularly high-graded. A Reddit collector insightfully summed up, That is a Sacagawea dollar. Only the San Francisco ones are scarce. Yours is only worth $1, despite being in good shape. Coin type mint mark mintage. Intended use condition range notable value fact. Business strike P and D 1,820,000 each collector rolls. Slash bags up to MS66 common. MS68 rare high grade sells high. Satin finish SP P 745,464 mint sets. NIFC SP66 SP68 SP69 rare SP69 is almost equal to $260. Proof PR S2 169 561 proof sets NIFC PR 69 common. PR 70 rare PR 70 DM is almost equal to $225. The 2008 Sacagawea dollar sits at a fascinating crossroads in U.S. numismatic history. As a final year featuring the original Eagle reverse, soon to be replaced by the evolving Native American series, it holds special significance for collectors. Thanks to the Native American $1 Coin Act of 2008, the coin was briefly illegal to sell until the mint gained reauthorization, enabling collector rolls, bags, and proof sets to be issued starting April 28, 2008. Despite its historic status, the low mintage meant these coins were never widely circulated. Full awareness among collectors only adds to their appeal. Even today, most 2008 Sacagawea dollars remain face value items, redeemable in vending machines, but high-grade business strikes, satin finishes, and perfect proofs can command hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Geographically, the coin's design honors Western migration and Native American heritage, with Sacagawea herself representing a profound cultural figure. Though minted on the East Coast, Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, its thematic roots are deeply connected to the American West. You requested a thorough minimum 1,000-word treatment exploring history, geography, circulation, and conditions from uncirculated to rare proofs. The 2008 Sacagawea dollar is more than a coin. It's a historical artifact, bridging the era of the original golden dollar and the modern Native American design series. James Buchanan was the eldest of 11 children. He began practicing law in 1812 and served in the War of 1812 defending Baltimore. He held multiple key roles: U.S. Representative, Senator, and Minister to Russia and Great Britain, as well as Secretary of State under President Polk. Buchanan was elected the 15th president, serving from 1857 to 1861. Notably, shortly after his inauguration, the Supreme Court issued the Dred Scott decision, intensifying sectional tensions. He opened West Coast ports, boosting trade with Asia. His presidency ended amid Southern secession. He did not seek re-election. Buchanan died June 1, 1868, in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Although Buchanan was president during 1857 to 1861, no coinage was issued during his term by the U.S. Mint. However, the Coinage Act of 1857 ended legal tender status for foreign coinage, e.g., Spanish dollars, reasserting federal control over U.S. currency. Meanwhile, the seated Liberty Dollar coin, silver $1, minted from 1840 to 1873, was in circulation during his presidency, composed of 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing about 26.73 g and measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter. The United States operated under significant monetary stress, including the Panic of 1857. In response, Buchanan advocated limiting paper money and encouraged state banks to hold specie, attempting to stabilize the system. Though no dollar coin was struck during Buchanan's presidency, in 2010, as part of the presidential $1 coin program, a commemorative coin honoring Buchanan was issued. Obverse, front portrait of James Buchanan facing right, designed by U.S. Mint sculptor engraver Phoebe Hemphill. Inscriptions include James Buchanan, In God We Trust, 15th President, and 185711861. Reverse, back Statue of Liberty, a common design across the series, designed by Don Everhart. Inscriptions, United States of America and $1. Edge lettering, includes a date, 2010, mint mark, P, D, or S, and motto, E pluribus unum. Coins may have edge lettering in two orientations, position A or B. Metal composition, manganese-brass clad, approximately 88.5% copper, 6% zinc, 3.5% manganese, 2% nickel. Weight and dimensions: 8.1 g weight, 26.5 millimeters diameter, 2 millimeters thick. Struck at Philadelphia P, 36.54 million. Denver D, 36.54 million. San Francisco S, proof only, 2.22 million. Total 73.3 million circulated pieces, making it the scarcest issue in the presidential $1 series to that point, though still quite common in general circulation. Collectors seek error varieties such as missing, double, or weak edge lettering and off-center strikes. Values vary between $10 and over $150 depending on error and condition. Uncirculated and proof coins, especially with high grading, e.g. PR69 DCM, can command higher value. Presidential dollar program coverage. The program ran from 2007 to 2016, issuing one coin for each U.S. president in order until McKinley. Buchanan's coin appears in a set of 3 released in 2010, preceded by Franklin Pierce and followed by Abraham Lincoln. These coins were circulated widely, especially given large mintages from Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia Mint, P. oldest and main production facility, produced both circulation and proof coins. Denver Mint, D. supplementary facility. San Francisco, S. exclusively for proofs in this series. Worth 1,000 words equals collector value. The coin in circulated condition is generally worth face value, $1, or modest premiums if in good uncirculated condition. Proof coins, especially when graded highly or with satin finish, can be worth $10 to $20 or more. Error variants yield higher premiums depending on rarity and collector interest. Some listings, e.g. on eBay, label them as rare or list prices from $75 to several $100s, but such prices often reflect marketing and do not always correspond to true market demand. Historical era 1857 to 1861. Tensions over Dred Scott decision. Economic panic. No coinage minted during Buchanan's term. Modern coin issued 2010 presidential $1 coin dedicated to James Buchanan. Design obverse. Buchanan by Phoebe Hemphill, reverse. Statue of Liberty by Don Everhart. Manganese brass clad. Edge lettering with date, mint mark, motto. Specs weight, 8.1 g diameter. 26.5 millimeters thickness, 2 millimeters. Composition, 88.5% Cu, 6% Zen, 3.5% Mn, 2% Ni. Mintage circulation, 36.5 MP, 36.5 MD. Proofs, 2.2 MS. Total 73.3 M. Error varieties missing / double / weak edge inscriptions. Off-center strikes. Values $10 to $150 plus depending on severity. Value circulated, $1. Uncirculated, proof error, $10 to $150 plus. Market listings may exaggerate rare status. Beyond the coin itself, the broader story of Buchanan's era is rich. Monetary policy. Buchanan's response to the Panic of 1857 reflected efforts to stabilize via specie reserves, discouraging paper money proliferation. Transition in coinage. Despite key reforms like the Coinage Act of 1857, ending foreign coinage in circulation, and the changes of the seated Liberty dollar, no U.S. dollar was minted in his name during 1857 to 1861. The 2010 coin connects modern collectors to Buchanan's historical importance, especially as the scarcest issue in its series, despite large mintages. The James Buchanan $1 coin, 1857 to 1861. You reference is not an authentic 19th century coin, but a 2010 presidential $1 commemorative issue with thoughtful design and modern production. Its ties to Buchanan's presidency bring historical richness, while mintages make it widely available, though quality, provenance, and error attributes can enhance its desirability for collectors. The Sacagawea dollar was introduced in 2000 as a successor to the unpopular Susan B. Anthony dollar. The U.S. Mint aimed for better usability, especially in vending machines and transit systems. Obverse. Front design by Glenna Goodacre. It features Sacagawea, the Shoshone guide of the Lewis and Clark expedition, carrying her infant son Jean Baptiste Charbonneau. Her motto was Randiel Hidao Teton. Reverse back, 2000 to 2008, depict a soaring eagle symbolizing peace and freedom, designed by Thomas D. Rogers. The coin consists of a copper core clad in manganese brass, creating its signature golden color. Though minted in Philadelphia, P, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, the coin ultimately saw limited public adoption, and many remain in banking stock. Mint mintage 2000. Philadelphia, P, 767,150,500. Denver, D, 518,916,000. San Francisco, S, 4,047,904. Total, $1.29 billion. The enormous mintage meant most of these coins were very common. Many were distributed via Walmart. Starting January 2000, Federal Reserve and sets sold online. Despite marketing efforts, including cereal box promotions and national ad campaigns, the coin never gained widespread acceptance, resulting in huge stockpiles of unused coins. A. Cheerios Dollar Enhanced Tail Feathers. A small number 2000p coins included in cereal boxes exhibit enhanced eagle tail feathers, known as the Cheerios variety. These are sought after by collectors when uncirculated and in mint condition. A subtle dye gouge near the eagle's breast results in a wounded eagle effect on some 2000p issues. This is considered an error variety, but often appears only in circulated coins. Its value depends heavily on visibility and grade. Washington quarter obverse plus Sacagawea reverse. One of the most remarkable rarities. A few genuine mule coins were accidentally struck with a Washington quarter obverse and Sacagawea reverse on a golden dollar planchet. One authenticated specimen was discovered by Frank Wallace in Arkansas. Circulated. Most are worth face value, $1. Reddit collectors frequently emphasize that most circulated 2000p and 2000d Sacagawea dollars remain at face value, regardless of condition, even if fairly well preserved. As one collector summed up, that is a Sacagawea dollar. Only the San Francisco ones are scarce. Yours is only worth $1, despite being in good shape and 25 years old. Uncirculated examples, especially mint state MS65 plus, still trade modestly, typically a few dollars. Cheerios uncirculated specimens can be valuable but depend on grade. Wounded eagle error coins may sell for tens or hundreds of dollars when well-defined and high grade, though they're often misrepresented online, particularly on platforms like eBay. Authentic mule coins, Washington obverse error, are extremely rare and command significant prices among specialists. The coin honors Sacagawea, a Native American guide central to westward U.S. exploration, a symbol of indigenous contribution and pioneering spirit. Issued by the United States Mint, the coin reflects a broader cultural shift in U.S. currency design, foregrounding Native American history and aesthetics. Its failure to enter widespread daily use underscores the challenges of introducing new coinage alongside entrenched paper currencies and evolving public preferences. The coin was introduced to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, aiming to address usability issues. Designed with sensitivity to cultural authenticity by Glenna Goodacre, featured Sacagawea and her son. Massive mintage across 3 U.S. mints, widespread but ultimately poor circulation, promotional efforts with retailers and cereals. Large leftovers remain. Cheerios and Wounded Eagle varieties and a fascinating mule error, each with varying degrees of rarity, collector interest, and value potential. Most circulated examples are still worth $1. Online listings may exaggerate value. Reddit coin enthusiasts caution to manage expectations. The coin's significance lies in recognizing Native American history, marking a shift in design, and illustrating broader trends in U.S. numismatics and currency adoption. For most people, a 2000 Sacagawea dollar, especially if circulated, is worth face value. Markets are flooded with them, and real collector excitement centers around specific errors or pristine mint state specimens. If yours is simply a standard example, think of it as a neat bit of U.S. history rather than a treasure.